Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Day Video Diary. Today I'm going to hit you with lots of different information that you need to pay attention to, okay? I need to get into some editing as well, so I need to get this clear out of the way ASAP so I can get this sorted. I have plenty of links for you in the description down below. If you missed it yesterday, then I have linked to you the blog post and the main channel video that I have released. It's this video here that I'm editing and uploading. You can see what it's like, what videos with my new shiny camera look like, how much better they are than this smaller, less shinier camera that feels a lot less solid. But yeah, so there are links down below to a video about all the stories that I gathered over my experiences when I went house hunting looking for this flat, and my house when I went the house that I lived in second year at university. There is also a blog post going through the tips and tricks that I will give to people who are actively going out looking for houses, be that for mainly for university, but if you're looking for normal houses or normal flats, you can look at the advice that I've given you and you can figure out whether you want to listen to it, or if you want to add some more, then you can do in the comments and all of that exciting stuff. So I released those yesterday for you, today for me. And yeah, it would be great if you could check them out, let me know what you think of them and all of that kind of stuff. But today, I guess we kind of have, in some people's eyes, more exciting news. I am making official all of the details for my London meetup thing that we're going to be doing. It's kind of like, I'm trying to think of a less pretentious way of saying it, because saying like a London meetup gathering sounds pretentious to me. It's really not. It's kind of, I'll tell you what it is, right? There is a link to this in the description down below, by the way. I've created a Facebook event, and you can go onto there and we can all talk about it, and there'll be more details, as there will also be more details in the description of this video. But yeah, there'll be details on that events page, so make sure you say on there whether you can come or you might be able to come. It'll be awesome. The more people we can get to go, the better. Next Sunday I'm going to be doing a live stream where I'll be talking about it quite heavily, specifically like for the majority, well, for the start of it, and then I will produce the next video that I filmed, what I was going to try and film today, but I didn't. I'm not going to because I haven't got time. I will talk about it at some point, like at the beginning of that, just to make sure that we get as many people knowing about it as possible. But yes, it's going to be on the 11th of April. I decided that yesterday, and I've kind of been flip-flopping about certain things. It will be in London, which I know can be a pain for some people. It's kind of far away, etc. But I think, like, I was deliberating between, to be honest with you, Bristol, Birmingham, or London. But Bristol and Birmingham are quite far, like, because they're on the west side of the country. It's quite far away from the majority of people, whereas London has like direct routes. Everyone can get to London on more or less a direct train, and with it being the 11th of April, then you can book extremely early and you can get extremely cheap. I can get train tickets from Bristol to Birmingham for £24.10 there and back, so that's pretty good. And obviously there will be tube costs as well, unless you want to bus around, but I'll be getting the tube and all that kind of stuff too. But basically, what is going to go on at this event? It is literally just going to be a nice, simple hanging out of a load of friends, of a load of you guys that watch my videos. A lot of you talk to each other or make your own videos. Anyone is invited. I'll invite Denya, who doesn't particularly watch these videos, but she watches main channel videos, I think. I'll invite her. I'll invite some of the other YouTube friends I've got over the time. I'll see what I can do about inviting other people, and just getting, to be honest with you, getting as many people as we can possibly get together so we can all have a live stream in real life where everyone can talk at the same time and everyone can just chat and get on with each other. The last time, well, I didn't do something like this. The last time I go through batteries like no man's business. The last time I did something like this, it was somewhere in the city, and that's where I met Emily, and Emily is a really good YouTube friend. And I've met quite a couple of people that I keep in touch with on Facebook and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's going to be a really good opportunity for you guys to come down, talk to me, talk to each other, network a little bit, make friends, and all of that kind of stuff. I will be trying to get as many people to go as possible, but to a certain extent it would be good to have like a relatively smallish crowd, because then we can just hang out. We'll go and explore around London. We'll potentially film a video. I'll take some footage from for both my daily vlogs, obviously, and my main channel. So you guys could help me produce a video. We'll explore London. We'll go for hot chocolates. It'll be great. And it's over Easter, so in theory, I've tried to do it as best as I possibly can. In theory, you will either be on the last week of your holiday. If you're in Leeds, you will be in the last week of your holiday, or you will be just going back, but there should be no exams at that point. It'll be like the start of revision period is what I'm aiming for. If those of you have exams and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I think that's all the details, to be honest with you. It's going to be in London. We're going to be meeting near the London Eye at Victoria Park. I think it's called Victoria Park. Nope, just did my research. Jubilee Gardens. Couldn't be more wrong. But yeah, Jubilee Gardens is a nice central place where we can all meet up. It's really close to like some of the big attractions and all that kind of. Well, the London Eye, for one, you've got the Sea Life Museum and stuff. You've got Buckingham Palace not far away. You've got Hyde Park, and that's also half the reason why I want to go to London. I think London's a lot more exciting than Birmingham. I know it much better. I'll be much more comfortable there, especially if I'm trying to organise. I guess, say if like 10 of you go to come and like hang out, I've got to then organise 10 people meeting. You know what I mean? It's going to be a bit of a nightmare. So I need to make sure that I'm confident with the area, and that's half the reason why I've moved it to London instead of Birmingham. But times, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to set a provisional time, a meeting time of 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, and then up until whenever you want to leave, basically. I'll give you the train details that I'm going to be going for, though. I will be getting to London at 10:30, assuming no train problems. And I'll be leaving at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to be there for quite a long time. I'm just going to go and explore for the day. So if no one else is going between those times, I'll just like hang out, make sure I've got my bearings and all that kind of stuff, and then I'll meet you all at 12 o'clock. But I will say we'll officially meet at 12 o'clock. It's a nice time-ish. Depending on how far away you are, you can get a relatively late train, I guess, because of the trains are faster. I'll be leaving here at 20 to 9. Getting to London at 10:30, make sure I've got plenty of time so I'm not late to my own meetup gathering thing. But yeah, it should be nice and casual. It should literally just be just a load of guys and girls, a lot of people hanging out and just relaxing, I guess. Taking a break from whatever work we're working on at the time, and just going and just chilling out, catching up, talking about things, making friends, making possible people that you can work with on different YouTube projects, make some YouTube friends, which are always useful. And then we will scatter. Well, no, we'll scatter off out. We'll go and look around London for people who haven't gone to see around London and all that kind of stuff. We can go and get hot chocolates at Cafe Nero, or other places if you're kind of that person. We can go get some lunch. Go Mackie D's for some lunch if you want lunch. We can do anything. Depending on the amount of people that are going, I will shift around the plans and stuff. But like I say, I'll be going at 6, which I think is a long enough day. I think 6 hours. Shall I move the start up to 11? Meet at 11? No, we're meeting at 12. Between 11 and 12 we'll meet. But yeah, so that is the plan, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that sounds good to you. I hope a lot of you can make it. Tell your friends, bring them along. It'll be great. It'll be great. It's just going to be a relatively small thing. It's going to be nice and casual. It's not going to be like Summer in the City where you have to get tickets to go. Well, palm tree tickets. You have to get tickets to go, and you have to like line up and talk to. It's not like that. We're just a bunch of friends all going, and I think it's going to be absolutely great. And I can't wait. And I'm literally going to buy my tickets now. And if none of you go, then I don't mind. I'll deal with that on the day. I'll just go and explore London on my own. So I hope that is of interest to you. I've created a Facebook event which is linked in the description down below along with the video and the blog. There'll be more details on there. You'll be able to see like who's going, who isn't going. You'll be able to see details about what's going to be happening on the day. I will update it with details as and when I know them. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. Also, this will just be like a low-key, quiet, catch-up, meet-up thing that I'm creating. But I will be going to Summer in the City, and I may potentially do something like this again over summer if people enjoy it. But I doubt it. I'll probably just do the Summer in the City thing because obviously, like, Laura's going to be here and stuff and working and all that crap. Getting ready to move houses and go to university and all that stuff, which means I'm going to be quite busy over summer. But like I say, I'm going to Summer in the City, and I'm doing this thing over Easter. So I hope a lot of you can get there. I hope you can. It's going to be interesting to see how many people can turn up and will turn up. But yeah, it should be nice, friendly meet up with everyone who are basically equals. Like no one. We're not going because like some famous person's going, because none of us are famous. None of us are famous. None of us are worth seeing because, oh my god, it's da-da-da. It will be like, oh look, hey man, I feel like we know each other, we're friends, etc. That's what it's going to be like, mother truckers. But yeah, so I'm going to organise that. That's what I'm doing today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm organising my video, which is, at the moment, nearly 30 minutes long. Need to get that rendered down, uploaded, edited, and stuff. And I'm going to create this Facebook event and announce that on Facebook. Otherwise, though, what's been going on so far today? I woke up after the craziest dream of being abandoned, going on a trip somewhere, getting abandoned in a pub where it was raining outside and the storms were so bad that everything got cancelled, and I ended up having to sleep near John, who I used to go to school with, Steve from work, and S.E. Button. That was like the four like that, and I don't know who else was there. Laura was down there somewhere, and then the alarm went off, and then I was put into a creepy looking house where there were different puzzles and stuff, and there would be like a shape on the ceiling, and it would make it look like there's a window on the wall, and there'd be a little text thing that says don't trust everything you see. Then you went downstairs, and then there was a hole, and something was through the hole that was quite interesting. Forgot what that was though. Then I walked into another room. This is when I woke up. Walked into another room, and there was like 4 TVs playing music. Me and Grace were there. 4 TVs playing music, like really old TVs all on the line in a dark room. And then I woke up, and I'm like, God damn it! I need to get back into that. I need to find out what the hell's going on in that house. Turned my alarm off, went back to bed, and then couldn't get back there. Instead, I was back at the pub, getting bullied by 2 girls, and then me and Lois were trying to hide. We're trying to escape and get back home, even though it was really stormy. Took ages on the bus, and then the boats were being cancelled because of the storms, and that was where Mum was coming to pick me up. She was coming to pick me up on a boat. It was a very weird dream. And because of that reason, because of having to go back to sleep to try and find out more about this dream, it's actually quite late in the day. So, yeah. Whew. Let's get going, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Let's get into this editing, shall we? This is when I'm editing a video, when it will be really useful to have a secondary set of speakers that's relatively easy to configure, so that I could just start playing music on my phone, listen to it through the speakers quietly, and then use these speakers to edit without any music coming through. It will be really useful if I had something like that anywhere near me that I could actively use, like, I don't know, my birthday present, which I can't open for 2 weeks. Anyway, I've talked a lot. I need to get into this. Let's go. This is a problem I always have when I'm editing videos. Like, as I go through making the video, I get more and more efficient. So the first, well, I just filmed one clip. It recorded for 30 minutes-ish, and then it just it split the files every 4 gig for me. The first file, which was like 4 point something gig, well, I guess it's 4 gig, but it's 4,000 megabytes. That file took 11 minutes to film, 12 minutes to film, and I've just edited it down to just over just over 2 minutes of video time, which is really good, because you can essentially say that my 30-minute long video will only take 3 or 4 minutes to watch. So that's really good. It means like you've got a fast-paced video and people don't get bored and switch off halfway through it. However, as I start to continue on my filming, I get better and better at talking, and then I end up being able to edit out less and less and less and less and less. So like the first bit, I use like only a 10% of the footage I actually filmed, but in the next bit I'll use say 40% and then 50%, and it just exponentially grows. It's really annoying because I'm looking at this, like 2 minutes, I'm just under halfway. That's incredible. Well, I say just under halfway. How far under halfway am I? Well, yeah, I'm about. It was just under 12. It was about 25 minutes. So I'm like a good over a third of the way through here, and it's only 2 minutes. So max, you're talking 6 minutes, but it won't be. It'll be like 10. So, but yeah, I'm just editing away now. I'm just bloody editing away, lad. I'm a bit thirsty. 24 minutes of footage in, and we are at 7 minutes. I told you it'd hit 10. I fucking knew it. I just knew it. I'm so good at predicting myself when it comes to video lengths. I'm going to, when it's finished, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, and then my hands are cold. This room's actually quite cold. But I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and maybe some food. But I don't know what I want, so maybe not some food. And then I'm going to go through it with a fine-tooth comb, figure out. I think there's a couple of things that I've left in that I might remove, which may drop down the time and all that kind of stuff. Right, fully fine. Well, no, finished the edit now. I just need to do the fine-tuning. It is at 9 just over 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes. But look, before I render this, and I'm going to make myself a cup of tea now and watch it. In fact, let's boil the kettle. Before I go through all of the final, like, tweaking of it and everything, I just thought I'd show you this comparison of my old camera and my new camera. The difference. I thought the difference would be quite difficult. Like, I thought rendering 1080p might actually be harder than editing with 720p, but no, it's not. It's literally identical. No noticeable difference at all. But look, if you look at the difference between this camera and this camera here, I'm going through the stages of syncing them up. This is so much better. It's unreal. So much better, so much more detail. Oh man, 1080p, ladies and gentlemen, 1080p. And of course, better control over exposure and aperture and all of that kind of stuff. All manual controls that I never had on my old one, and it's bliss. It's absolutely bliss. Oh, but yeah. So I'm making myself a brew, and then I'll watch through this 9.5 minutes, see if I can cut out anything that I haven't yet cut out. But yeah, so about a third then of all of the footage I filmed turned out to be useful at this point, considering it's about 25 minutes long. Oh god, it's a bit chilly. It's a bit bloody cold in this flat, lad. It really bloody is. It's a case of pure principle though that I'm not going to put the heating on. But yeah, so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to watch through, edit it out, render it, and then I will probably leave. I'm going to try and walk down to town and go to Superdrug, because Superdrug, I've never really noticed this before, because I used to always buy all my toiletries and stuff from Sainsbury's, but Superdrug is so much cheaper. It's like half the price. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to go down there and see if I can get some hair gel for cheaps, because my hair gel is like a £5. Like, I'm not going to buy a cheap hair gel, but I'll buy my hair gel if it's less than a £5 at Superdrug. But yeah, I'm going to have a cup of tea, warm myself up, and then watch this, and then hopefully I'll be able to put on my weekend boots, which I'm now deeming them. They're now called my weekend boots, and head to Old Brizzle, get Superdrug, etc. And it gets me out of the house for a bit because I'm a dog and I need walking. Nice, took off about 45 seconds, and I am now getting to the exporting section. It is literally just cut up video, so it shouldn't be too bad. We're going to see how long it takes. I want to see the quality of it at the end. Like, I could just jolly off to Superdrug now, but I want to make sure the quality is okay. It's going to take 10 minutes to render by the looks of this. Well, okay, faster than 10 minutes. That's not bad. I bet it'll turn out to be about 8 minutes, like a minute per minute of footage. It's just the time's just going like 7:45, 7:30, 7:20. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just exporting this now. Make sure the quality is okay, and then because it can be quite a pain finding the right export settings for when you're exporting for YouTube. Make sure the quality is okay, and then I can head off out to Superdrug, come back, and then I will upload it, sort out the descriptions for my blog and my daily vlog from yesterday, sort out all the links. Lots of stuff to do still. So, but it's gone well. It's gone well. This editing process has taken me about 3 hours, 3.5 hours, 4 hours maybe. But we've done good. I think we've done a good job here. Okay, 6 minutes it's going to take. Officially, I'm 50% of the way through, and it's settled at like 3 minutes, and it's counted down 1 second now. So, I believe you. Oh no, now it's speeding up again. God damn it, Atlas, you beast, you absolute beast, love. In other news as well, I've ordered my train tickets, so I'm officially in London on that day now. It's official. Officially official. So it'll be really cool if I can get to see you down there. I think I might be Ben and Beth from my house last year might be popping down, potentially, because they live near London anyway, and I don't get to see them very often, so they may be coming along for the ride. I don't know, they might not if a lot of you guys are going. But if none of you are going, I'm alright because I've got Beth and Ben. Hey! When I get back from Superdrug and my walk, basically, I need to go and get I need to sort out the event and stuff. And I'll link it under this video on the main channel, but I will talk about it mostly in a live stream. Like, obviously it's easy to push to you guys because I make a video every day, but I've got to like explicitly put some stuff aside on the main channel to do it. So I'll do it on a live stream, and I'll talk about it at the beginning of a proper video, because not everyone watches live streams, or the beginning of live streams, I guess, because people will see like, oh, it's an hour-long video and not watch it. You know what I mean? So, right, let's put my weekend boots on while this has got a minute to go, and then we'll head off out. Fine. Well, it's really annoying actually when you upload for like a quality that YouTube uploads in. Like, YouTube's really bad at colours because of the way it compresses all of the video. Like, the colours always seem washed out, and there's no point uploading like a 3 gig file because they'll just condense it down to 10 meg anyway. So you may as well like condense it and then increase your thingy space. But it's about 800 megs, so you're talking about 100 meg per minute ish at 1080p. Used to be less, obviously less than that for 720p. But the colours, it just seems like it saps some of the colours out a bit compared to like completely raw. That really annoys me. Right, I'm gonna go get some hair gel. Let's go. Oh, it is kind of cold. But yeah, anyway, what I will say as well about my camera is that I adore it. It's really, really good. I really, really like it. And it might not be immediately obvious. Now I've exported it, I know what it's kind of going to look like on YouTube. Like, the quality doesn't particularly look mind-blowingly better than my other one, but it wins over in several different ways. Firstly, being able to have like actually be able to see what I'm recording, even though to be fair, I like as soon as I've got it focused on me, I turn the screen around so I don't look at it all the time. I think the footage, being able to look at what it's actually like, what's in shot, what isn't in shot, if it's in focus, without having to like sit in position, record it, take the camera off the tripod, have a look, and then put it back, and then hope it's all the same again. Just that is so useful on its own. Secondly, I can record much better audio with it, which will be useful in scenarios where I ever don't have my microphone, which will be like if I'm ever recording out and about, say, I don't know, the London Gathering, and it's better because I can manually select a load of different things and change them on the fly, so I can record in much lower light than I otherwise would be able to with my other camera. My other camera would just die and just look like absolutely like someone's just smeared a turd over the screen. That's what it looks like in low light. But like I say, like the quality, well, apart from the depth of field is better. Like, I can kind of draw parallels between the two because they both have similar kit lenses. Like, the focal range is about the same. The kit lens is a better quality on the Canon, and the sensor size means that it deals with low light better, and the way that it processes it all is better as well. But because I've got similar lenses, I can kind of compare them both better now. They have a better depth of field on the Canon, so you get a blurrier background. God, my breath. How much have I been talking? But where the Canon is going to leap ahead, and I mean leap ahead, well, it already has for the photos I take, is the fact that I can get new lenses like easily. Like, you know, the zoom lens I've got for my Canon, that would cost me £300-400 on my other camera, and it wouldn't be as good, just because it just wouldn't be, because it's just smaller. And I know there is a lens that I want, the 50mm lens, which, to be fair, is quite a long way zoomed in. I'd have to stand quite a distance away from the camera itself, but the f-stop means it's just so much brighter. It can film in such darker lighting that it will be absolutely incredible and really useful to me, and the blurry background will be absolutely immense. And yes, I'm a massive fan of my camera, essentially, and I don't need to, it beats it now, and I don't even have to go into why like the other things will be better in time, because the lenses are cheaper, because the lenses are better, because it's just better for photographs as well. Like, by better for photographs, I mean 50 times better for photographs. It's miles better for photographs, whereas comparatively with video, with the exception of 1080p, you can't really tell that much difference. Well, I say that, I can, but I see it before it's been compressed and put on YouTube, so I know exactly how good the raw quality is of both cameras. But yeah, like I said, I'll do a main channel video on it once I've had more chance to experiment with all of the different settings and stuff. I have a video plan schedule, you know, I probably showed you yesterday. Anyway, the woman there was just walking on the opposite side of the road. She's walking along, and she's with like a group of friends, so I didn't stop. But she's walking along, and a hair a branch gets stuck in her hair. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh man, it's made my day, that has. Now I don't feel like I've just walked to town to save myself £1 on hair gel. I feel like I've walked to town and had an entertainment walk as well. Like, some class entertainment on the way down. What a lad. I'll try and remember to price check it in Sainsbury's tomorrow, but it's £4.19 at Boots, £3.89 at Superdrug, and £3.60 at Wilko's. So I'm heading to Wilko's now. It feels like a good day when I've like made a saving like that. I just made £1. I've walked 30 minutes to go and save £1. Oh yeah. And by 30 minutes I mean technically an hour, because I've got to walk back as well, but you know what I mean. And I was going to Sainsbury's anyway, yes, tomorrow, so I don't need to like explicitly go out of my way especially for it. But what can I say? What can I say? I'm going to come down here with my camera one day. Now the nights are staying like lighter. It's kind of a pretty light in the air, I think. Having said this, I don't actively have time to do that for a while, so let's not hold your breath. Right, I'm heading back now, and I've got a little bit sidetracked by House of Fraser. Legitimately, I would put House of Fraser as one of the best things about this city. It's got the best House of Fraser ever. But I need to, well, I don't need to, but I've got a £10 off voucher for the next 15 days, so which means we'll probably end up getting a t-shirt, Paul Smith t-shirt, most likely, but I'm going to look into jeans. I've never really bought non-Top Man jeans, purely because Top Man do jeans that fit properly and no one else seems to. But having said this, I've never actively tried designer jeans of any variety, so we'll do that. I'll have a go. I'm going to check online to see if I can see if they do them either A in my size or do them all, skinny jeans that is. But failing that, we'll just get a polo shirt for nice and cheap, because I'll knock 10% off with my discount, my student discount, and then take a tenner off. May as well call it a birthday present, even though I'm trying to save money. But you want doesn't matter, does it? So what's that? 10% off, take away a tenner, you'll be talking £53. Not bad, cheap as chips. Phew, everything is up and running. I've just released the blog and the blog, yesterday's daily vlog, and the Facebook event. It's now official. There is officially a Facebook event, so details are locked. There will be no more negotiation on any of the stuff, and yeah. So I'm just kind of waiting now. I'm letting notifications just fly in from the 8 things I've just released. I haven't even released the official main channel video yet. That goes up in like 30 seconds. Yes! We've got 3 people at the moment are currently going to the YouTube thing in London. We've got myself, we have Mike, who makes some of the music that I use in some of my videos. Yes, Mike. And we have Ben, who I used to live with last year. He's a great lad. You'll love Ben. Denya says maybe, potentially. Who knows? I know Laura can't go, but I'm going to try and get Laura's sister to go. Because Laura's sister is cool, and she needs to, like, it'll be a good experience for her to go out and like be forced to make friends with people, you know? Lol. And then otherwise, I've just released it, so it's advertised and it's pinned on my Facebook page now. I'd like to remind you that it is a public event. You guys can, you go onto there, you can say if you're going or not going, and then just like we'll talk in the comments and stuff, and you can talk about train tickets and shit, I don't mind. And I'll help you try and find good deals and stuff, for trains maybe, potentially, because I've got a bit talented at that kind of stuff, to be honest with you. But yeah, I've invited who I know might be interested in going from my friends list, but then otherwise, so there's like a slight invited list on the side, but everyone's invited. That's why I'm highlighting that. I say that's why I'm highlighting that now, because there is like an invite list, and that's only people that I know on Facebook as friends. If you can invite people, then do. By all means do. But yeah, so I've invited, who else have I invited? I've invited Emily, Sophie, but I don't think she'll come because she's in America. Jake Wright, ladies and gentlemen. YOLO, you won't, I bet he's got exams and shit. Who else? I only invited like a couple of people. Claire. We've got someone at work called Claire. She says Claire instead of Claire. Who else? Is that about it, I think? Oh, Mike Smith posted. What has he posted? I bet he's posted some right joker. Joker thing, hasn't he? Right then, so now I have a wait to go before I release my main channel video. So I'm going to cook my dinner. I've got to boil some potatoes. I've got pork chops. No, pork steaks and carrots and potatoes tonight. It's going to be delicious. Maybe mash. I don't know. Probably not mash. Can't be bothered to mash things. It's a pain in the balls to mash stuff, isn't it? So yeah, I need to set up a timer so that I don't forget to release my main channel video. Oh, there we go. Just I'll go off in a certain amount of time, and let's get cook-a-looking, ladies and gentlemen. All right, gang. I'm going to call it a night. I've poured myself the remainder of my wine bottle. I opened it like a couple. It's starting to go off. I can taste it. It's getting a bit vinegary. So it's best to drink it now than to wait a week or so. So I thought, and it's literally like half a glass. I'm not an alcoholic. Leave me be. I've released the main channel video and the the event and my daily vlog and my blog post, and it's all great. It's all fan-dabby-dozy. So it went swimmingly. There was no hiccups. It's actually not a bad idea to film. Well, I kind of lose my weekend. That's the problem. Is filming a video on Saturday, releasing it on Sunday. That's not impossible. I always thought that would be quite difficult, you see, but it's actually not. Like, it's I assumed that no. What am I talking about, Jamie? It's normally I film them and then release them the next week. But if I film them on Saturday, it's not impossible, depending on the video, to release it on the Sunday. So it's possible for me to not be like editing a video all week and then just devote my weekend to it. So that's actually a possibility. But essentially I lose a weekend because I'll spend Saturday. Well, I could do it all on Saturday. I could do it all on one day. I just chose not to yesterday. So I'm learning as I go. I'm trying to decide like the best way of producing main channel videos, and producing the schedule and stuff like that. Because someone tweeted me on Louis. I don't know. I think it's Lewis. And if it's Lewis, then that's an amazing name because I love the name Lewis. Lewis. We're all called Lewis at work. It makes me laugh now every time I meet someone who's actually called Lewis. It's a cool name. Lewis has come in to the meet and greet thing, live stream, the live stuff. I'm just saying words. So yeah, it's going to be great. It really is going to be great. I really, really want as many of you to go as possible. I have a feeling I won't be able to get Grace to go, Laura's sister, because of the train costs from Nottingham. Pretty expensive. Plus the train times. I've booked my train tickets first. And if she were to go, I'd meet her at the stations and stuff. And that means that we'll be bumping her out of the cheapest trains into the more expensive trains. And that means that it becomes very expensive very quickly. So it's kind of a bummer. If I can get her to come down on like a coach or something, although I wouldn't get on a coach, then I will try. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my hardest to get as many people to go as humanly possible. Because I've organised stuff before for like 4 or 5 people and only one person shows up. So if you organise it for more and more people, the more you're getting a better hit ratio. You know what I mean? The percentage chance of a few good people going will be higher. So yeah, get onto the Facebook page, and I like as well sign it, say that you're going on the invite thing. Just click join, and then bam, you're in. And then I know numbers and stuff, and I'll be able to figure out plans and all of that kind of malarkey. But speaking of Lewis was tweeting me on Twitter asking me when my next JP&T was, and my next JP&T is this time next week, from 8 till 9 o'clock again. I'll be doing that because I won't have time to get a main channel video up because it's my birthday. But I've also got a lot to talk about. I've got the main channel need to learn of my YouTube meet and greet. So I'll be talking about that heavily. I'll be talking about potentially my new camera, my new car, my birthday, because it's my birthday this week. So I'll have a lot of things to talk about and to tell you about, and that's why I've been putting it off, to be honest with you. I haven't really had that much to tell you. So yeah, I'll be doing a live stream, and then the weekend after I'll be throwing myself back into videos again, and I'll probably do like a video a week for a couple of weeks. Having said that, Laura's coming. Whenever Laura comes down, it always like ruins my video schedule. We'll see, but I'll try and go a video a week as opposed to like a video every second week and stuff like that. So, because I enjoy it, it's good fun. Although I am going to be getting into programming stuff as well soon, this week essentially, or the weekend after. the week after, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to get going, ladies and gentlemen, because it is 9 o'clock-ish, and I am, to be honest with you, exhausted. I've been working my arse off, getting up, sorting out videos and stuff, and sorting out. I feel like I've been like with a million tabs open, running a load of things, like sorting train tickets for people, like organising what time people should get to places, and then organising the meetings, organising when I'm going to get there, organising my videos, organising like a million different links between a million different blogs. It's been go 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 today, even though it's just been a day of being inside. But it's been good fun. I prefer days where I've had a lot to do as opposed to just sitting around not really doing much. You know what I mean? What's going on tomorrow then, ladies and gentlemen? Tomorrow is a fun day of, what is it a fun day of, Jamie? It's a fun day. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow because we are going balls to the wall, and essentially we are, I'm a gun for hire. I don't know what I'm doing. So literally I am available to help out any team that wants me, basically. Because I'm just amazing, you know. I've been elevated above everyone else, and I'll fix everyone's shit, kind of. But then after like the morning or so will be spent like going through the end of night bulk tests for our system. We'll figure out how quick it is, if we can make it any quicker, where it's slow, where it's failing, see if we can find any bugs. But then after that, we'll be jumping into helping other people. So I don't particularly know what's going to be going on tomorrow, to be honest with you. After that, we will be getting home, having chili for dinner, which is defrosting right there, and we will be going to Sainsbury's to go do some shopping. I've got to pick up some baking ingredients because I've got to fill out my birthday tax, which is I've got to bake some cookies for people at work because I'm a nice guy, and it's my birthday and I like cookies, so I'm going to bake some. But yeah, that's my plan basically for tomorrow. It's been a good weekend. It's been productive. We've got stuff done. It's been kind of productive. It's been semi-productive. It could have been a lot more productive. I could have filmed and edited in one day, but I couldn't have done my blog post, so could I? And that is what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait for Top Gear to come onto iPlayer, and then I'm going to watch that while I while I write blogs and stuff, because they're the next. That's like my next priority. This week is writing blogs. I need to do my own websites and stuff though as well. They're my priority. But I'm going to sort some blogs out of the way now as well because I'll be filming next week, so I need a blog to be finished. I need a blog to be going up next weekend to go along with a live stream, and then potentially one on my birthday. So blogs, blogs. I really enjoy blogging. It's really good fun. Gets me into the typing mood as well for when I get back to university. I'm going because I've gone absolutely bonkers. I'll catch you later.